All right, hey, so a couple things we want to do in that video there. Couple things. Ash is cash is a saying in the firewood business. What that means is it's July in Louisiana, which is hot. It's not the time you want to be cutting or making firewood, but ash has such a low moisture content that if you cut it in the summer, by late fall, winter, it's going to be pretty dry. It is green, literally had leaves on it. We're in south part of the United States, north part of Louisiana. Our ash hasn't hit that borer beetle and hasn't killed all our ashes. So our ash is still alive. It still had leaves growing off of it. Tree service cut it down just the other day. So it's very green, but we're gonna get it over here and we're gonna dry it. If we have to throw it in the kiln, we will, but I think it's gonna be dry in just a few months. One of the ways that I get my wood drier faster is I cut a little bit smaller splits. I know a lot of people always call it kindling. My guys here don't burn for heat. They burn for ambiance and for fun and for outdoor campfires. So I cut small pieces. This is about as big as I'll usually cut mine. That's the other part we were going to talk about. The 6-way wedge has been a bit of a disappointment. As you notice, it rides up on most of my splits. I'll show you this right here. A good example of it riding up right now. It goes underneath there and lifts it 3 or 4 inches off the deck. So finding the center of a log is really challenging, but set you down there. Some of these ash logs, pretty good. Hit the center. That's a great little piece for me. Good for bundles. A little bit bigger, but this is going to dry. This is good. What I don't like is when we get into these pieces that got underneath that bottom wedge, they tend to get a little beefier. As you can tell, much bigger. It's going to take a little longer to dry, a little heavier, a little harder to handle. I'm from Missouri. I grew up in the Midwest. I was born in North Dakota. I know this is a small piece of firewood for us Midwesterners and people that have real winters. However, here it's a little bit big for my customers' liking. This one's real heavy. I'm going to go ahead and set these down. I'll do a resplit at another time for that. Get them down to something like this. This is as big as I'm going to get. Consider that a little triangle, but 2x3 is about as large piece of firewood as I'm going to do. A little too small. This is going to go in a little kindling pile, but that's about right there. It'll dry. It'll go in bundles. Easy to manage. Again, 6-way wedge rides up too much. I think the bottom 2 wedges are on upside down. I don't know if it's a design thing. I know there's 2 holes in the wedge. I could throw a pin in there or a bolt, but my 4-way stays on 95% of the time. But I wanted to test these 9-inch logs and rounds to see if they were going to hit the center. Overall, pretty good. Those last 2 pieces I did on the video, I just pushed them through. I didn't try to like get down and split this one in half and resplit. I just kind of wedged them through and just showed how fast you can really produce firewood if you're not real concerned about the size you're making. I take a little bit more time and a little bit more pride into making good manageable sizes. But at the end of the day, if you're just trying to look for high production, or if you're in the West and you got boiler, yeah, this Rugged Mate's going to be great for you. Just run it through the 6-way, heck, run it through the 4-way if the wood's small enough, and you're going to get a good sized piece. I try to make mine a little bit better. Not enough power on here, I think, to go through like an 8-way or a box wedge or any of that. So 6-way is about as high a production as you're going to get. But overall, pretty good splits. A couple weird shearing pieces where it gets rammed in there and it doesn't split. It just kind of rips the wood, but that's okay. It'll all burn. So anyway, that's a little bit from Buzz Cuts. Just getting a little bit done. We did 1 tank of gas with the saw and then just did a little bit here just to try to see how the 6-way would do. Overall, I give it a C+, maybe a B- for 9-inch ash rounds. Bigger oak, pecan, hickory, pear, some of the other woods I run through here, I'm not even gonna bother. 4-way all the way every time. All right, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Helps the channel, helps us get monetized and all the good things that comes with it. Maybe a sponsorship one day from a awesome splitter company that wants me to do video and review on their product. So thanks a lot. Bye.